Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody out there in the world. I hope you guys are feeling lovely. I can tell you I'm feeling great. And my name is BK. Today I'm being joined with...
Yeah, obviously JJ.
Obviously JJ, of course. Everyone should know us by now. Everyone should episode 2, you know.
Like, and don't, then I guess you knew, so welcome to you as well.
Oh yeah, shouldn't we get like a background, behind the scenes introduction for the people, that are the production,
Nah, it's cool.
Yeah.
You're cool, okay, you're cool.
It's just the voice.
It's the voice. Ooh, the voice.
Okay,
The voice.
nah, never mind.
The voice is clean.
Carry on with the show.
Okay. Yes. And today we've got some coverage from what's been going on throughout the week. Again, typically within the sporting industry. And I would like to start us off with what's been happening in the Premier League.
Okay.
What's been happening in the Premier League? Tell me what's been happening in the Premier League.
Let's go. Some great results.
Some
Some shocking comebacks as well.
I can read some
Yeah.
stuff.
You got the results over
I've got the results.
Which one we have first? Okay,
So
I'm
we've got-
sure we probably have Liverpool and
Of
Crystal
course.
Palace first.
I've got Liverpool and Crystal Palace.
So
1-0.
1-0 to Liverpool. Away
1-0.
from home.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Palace, by the way. So
Oh,
I was
yeah.
happy. Didn't watch the game. I was busy, but I caught up. I saw the highlights.
Okay.
Totally dominated the first half.
They dominated the highlights. That 2 minutes I was just watching Liverpool. That 2 minutes I was just watching.
Although I thought they got lucky a bit. There was a pull on Gehi,
Okay.
which on another day could have been given as a pin, but it wasn't.
Okay.
So hey, I'm not complaining. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm not gonna complain.
It's only because Liverpool are on top of the log.
So
You
they-
guys are not complaining.
Yeah,
If it was a title race, we're gonna be
Yeah, everyone's gonna be some.
yeah.
So that was good. The next picture we had was I think
Tell me.
Brentford and Wolves as well. Oh, what a great game.
Beautiful. Score 9.5. That's a Premier League game.
5-3.
That's a Premier League
Now
game.
here's the stat for you guys. The Wolves are in the last 4 games that they've played. They've scored within the first minute.
Wow.
In 4 games in a row.
But here's my thing.
I think that's a world record.
A world record. I mean,
I'm telling you.
I don't think
because
that's a world record.
the manager came out and said, my guys did some research on like 1,000 and million teams. Matches,
1,000
right?
million.
Whatever. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Teams, and they did not find a stat like that. So I think that,
You think Brentford has?
I don't
set
know
the
what it
trademark
is.
now?
but it's a crazy stat. They
It
didn't
is
win all,
an insane
they didn't
stat.
win all the games, but they
Yeah.
scored first, even against City.
That's where I was about to start questioning.
Yeah.
So, what's the purpose? What's the game plan behind scoring in the first minute for every game if you're not going to carry out that momentum? Why are you scoring so early?
Usually, when it, as a coach, you tell your boys score early, then you settle down.
Okay.
When you score early, the other team is unsettled because now they're chasing the game.
That's true.
But I think what Brentford does not do is, okay, we scored early, we need to score an insurance goal.
Exactly.
Second goal, that's going to now make it more difficult for the
For
opposition.
the comeback, exactly.
Because I feel like they score early and then they sit back a little bit, they relax a little bit, thinking, okay, we scored early, forgetting that they scored in the first minute of the game. There's still 89 minutes. Plus
Exactly. They
extra
still
time.
left of the game. And also,
So-
yeah, go on.
That's something that they need to fix. Because in that game, there was a point that it was 1-1, 2-2 at one point.
I can check it.
Yeah, so
what
you
the
can
time-
imagine that they didn't really
Yeah.
dominate. They didn't go like 3-0 up, whatever.
Actually, yeah. So it was first Brentford, then Wolves come back 1-1. Then Brentford, then Wolves come back 2-2. And then Brentford had to clean up another 3 more goals before Wolves scored a late minute.
Yeah, because I
93rd
think if I
minute.
remember correctly, it was 2-2 at halftime.
It was 2-2 at halftime.
Yeah.
It was 2-2 at halftime.
Crazy game.
Oh, no. It was
3-2?
4-2.
4-2 to Brentford.
4-2 to Brentford.
So they only
Halftime.
scored 1 goal in the second
in
half.
the second half. Yeah.
See.
And conceded one as well.
Yeah. So yeah, next fixture I think it was there was also West Ham there.
West Ham vs Ipswich 4-1.
I think they needed
That's
that.
a Premier League game.
They needed that actually. The coach was feeling the pressure there.
Mhm.
Ipswich, no pushovers, but they're new to the league. And that the
But
striker is good though.
They've been playing well.
Antonio.
Antonio
Oh,
was
you're
good.
talking about Ipswich striker.
Yeah,
Yes,
Delap.
100%.
Wasn't
I
it
know.
Delap?
Yeah, Delap. Liam Delap.
Yeah,
Liam
great
Delap.
player.
Great strike. I saw the highlights of that game as well, and I saw Mikhail Antonio like leap off the ground for a header, and I was just like,
And I took him out of my fantasy league team. But anyway,
in 2023 though, he was also like my shout in every single one of my FPL squads.
yeah.
But I haven't done FPL this year for this season. I don't know why. I just haven't. And I've been seeing on your statuses.
Of course, I played.
Join
I
my league.
played.
Join my league.
Oh no, I wasn't making people to
Maybe
join. People join
it
on
seemed
their own
desperate.
because it's a great way to, get involved in the game, man.
Do you want the
That's
viewers
true.
to join in your league?
Ooh.
Yeah, actually.
Let them know. Link will be in bio.
Yes,
Link in
I'm gonna put the link in
Yes,
description.
description, yes,
Yeah,
description.
guys, join the fantasy league. I
Yeah.
think next year I'm gonna open one, the podcast fantasy league,
Yeah.
the JNB Show fantasy league. Just
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get the viewers involved.
But what's the incentive now? What happens if they win in that league?
You
What's
get
the
to
incentive?
join us for an episode.
Oh, an interview and they share your
Imagine sitting
secrets.
on this couch right here.
Yeah, and
They
you
say
share
the
how
couch.
you won. You tell us how you won.
The JNB throne.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, more results.
Yes, more results. We've got City and Fulham. 3-2.
3-2, good game.
3-2.
City were given a run for their money as well.
They got
If-
lucky.
They got very lucky. If it wasn't for the speed mentioned, what's his name?
Doku.
No, not Doku. For Fulham, Adama.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
yes.
could just finish, you see how he cleaned Kyle Walker.
Yep.
He made him walk.
And it's Kyle.
Oh,
Walker.
Good one. Yeah.
You know what? Even after the game, I saw Pep go to him and give him like
Tips on how to finish.
Yeah, it's like,
I
dude,
used to
you
do
got
my squad.
behind
Yeah.
Walker in our defense so many times, but not a single goal.
Yep.
So you gotta use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, good game.
Well,
City
good
won.
race.
Haaland was my captain of fantasy. Didn't give me any points, to be honest.
And you've been stuck on 10 goals. Come on.
Yeah.
Haaland's looking washed. That's what I'm saying. Haaland's looking washed.
You know what? I'm not getting involved in that.
Haaland's
I know that
looking
boy.
washed.
That boy is not human.
He isn't.
Exactly. So
Some
why you
Viking
stuck
from
at 10?
Norway.
He has a habit of coming out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, he's gonna bang like 4 goals in one game. Then we have
Cool. Brighton and Tottenham.
I'm leaving that one for.
Oh, you leaving that one? Okay, we'll come back to that.
I'm gonna come back to that one. I think Everton won.
United.
No, they drew.
Newcastle.
Newcastle. I think
United drew.
United.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about United.
Goalless
actually.
game as well.
That is a talking point.
It is a talking point. Let me just talk about United.
Okay. Let's talk about
So the manager came out and said he was happy with the draw. They defended well, and I'm thinking United against Aston Villa.
With the draw against
You should not be happy with the draw. It doesn't matter who you play.
ever.
You cannot
Actually,
go
that's very
to
true.
Villa Park, get a draw, and say, we defended well and the boys played well.
But quite frankly, though, I would like to say that Ten Hag, especially with Aston Villa's performance against Bayern Munich in the Champions League,
yeah, which we're gonna touch on.
which we'll touch on, but then exactly, we've seen Aston Villa's at a
No,
peak
yeah,
right
I mean
now.
they are, but what I'm saying is, if you look at the history between the two teams,
Okay.
United and Villa, United always wins.
I think I'll make a point that we're holding United to a standard that they're not
They're
at
not.
anymore.
I guess the coach was right, the manager was right.
Yeah.
Eras do come to an end. He was
Yep.
talking about his own team, I guess.
Yep.
So, but my thing is, as much as I don't like United, I'm a Liverpool fan, right? As much as I don't like United and all that stuff, it does hurt the Premier League because now you only have 2 or 3 teams that are competing against it. It would be nice to have Chelsea involved. It would be nice to have United involved.
So Chelsea's not one of those 2 or 3 teams.
Yeah, what is it about Chelsea?
No, the 2 or 3 teams I'm referring to are Liverpool, Arsenal, and Aston Villa at the moment.
Actually.
Sometimes Newcastle give City a run for their money. Chelsea walkovers, to be honest. United, we're not.
Hey,
even
now.
I feel sorry
Hello,
for United
United.
fans out there. Not that I care about your club, no. But your team is known as the Red Devils. But at the moment, they're playing like Charlie's Angels. You understand? So it's just one of those things that they need to fix.
Charlie's Angels.
I mean, if you're the Red Devils, you need to mistake. All right.
That was a good one. You know, I'm sure your word game today is on point.
Right,
Your word say
it just came to me.
Okay.
So let's move on to the other results.
Okay, good.
We're just gonna mention a few. I think Leicester 1-0 Bournemouth,
Bournemouth, yes.
and then
Chelsea, Nottingham.
Chelsea Nottingham 1-1.
1-1.
I didn't expect that. I thought Chelsea would win
I
that.
also thought. I think Chelsea's a big game team.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
All right. Cool. And then the game yesterday, Brighton and Tottenham.
Okay.
So Tottenham were leading half time 2-0, right? No. Was it half time?
Yeah, halftime 2-0.
Tottenham.
2-0.
Yeah, they were leading 2-0 half
Yeah.
time.
With
It was
two Brennan Johnson
and
goals.
James Maddison.
Yes, Madison scored. And he did the celebration like, I've won it for them. 2-0 up. We're going home with the 3 points. Forgetting he's playing for a mid-table club.
So this is officially the anti-James Madison show.
I'm the guy. He's always on Madison's side. But you know what? I say, I don't hate the guy, but he's not great. Fine. 2-0 up, but then they bottled it.
Big time.
They bottled it. Yeah.
Brighton ended up winning the game 3-2.
But Brighton is a solid team.
Brighton is
Very solid.
If you consider yourself a top 4 club in the Premier League, you go to Brighton and you take the lead. You're leading 2-0 at halftime.
You have to keep
You killed the game.
Yeah.
It should be done, but that was not the case here.
Yeah.
3-2,
Yeah.
and kudos to Brighton.
Yeah.
Great result for them. Great performance as well.
Great performance.
100%.
So
yeah.
when Brighton fell behind, it wasn't because they were playing bad. They made mistakes at
Mistakes
the back.
at the back, yes.
But
First goal, mistake. Second goal as well.
yeah.
That is the keeper. That is the keeper's mistake.
Yeah.
Try to catch the ball. Just push it aside.
Yeah.
Simple. So yeah. But kudos, man. Good
Kudos
games.
to Brighton,
Good
yeah.
games.
These are great games.
Unfortunately, after the international break.
Yeah, so because of that, we can't really get into the whole prediction stuff either because
Nobody cares
what
about
do
it.
we no one cares
I
about
feel like-
international break.
Personally, I feel like FIFA should have a month after the season where they just play all the international games and then maybe kick off the season a month late. I'm okay with that.
Okay, so you mean like have everything in bulk?
Yeah.
Like, kill them off. Let's have the
Yeah,
international
because-
games now.
You have 2 games between this week and next week, and then you have Premier League again.
Yes.
Then whatever other leagues
Yeah.
resume.
Well, yeah.
So it's like, guys, have those 4 weeks. Have them play 8 games in those 4 weeks. Finish whatever qualifying things you have to do, friendlies. Because sometimes it's international friendlies. Who wants to see
Yeah.
international friendly games?
I agree with that.
And it destroys the momentum of the teams. as well.
Momentum and
Yeah, I
focus.
mean, earlier on we read the stat that Liverpool has how many? 18 players that have been
Yeah,
called
they're
up
going up for
international
for
duty.
stuff.
That's your starting 11 and the bench.
Yep.
Oh God, they come back, they prepare for 2 days, then they play a match. And then Liverpool's next game is against Chelsea.
Against Chelsea, yeah.
And then it's a disadvantage if those guys travel from different countries, they arrive at different times as well.
That's true.
So preparation is not enough. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, let's now move on to the Champions
We've
League.
got the Champions League.
Oh, some
Actually,
great results, shocking results as well.
I've got some things that I can pull up right now. We'll talk with the big hitters, Dortmund and Celtic.
Celtic, yeah. Yeah, 7-1.
7-1. Absolute thrashing. Wasn't even a game. Yeah, they got walked.
Yeah,
They got
Wait.
walked.
Who won 7-1?
Dortmund.
Damn, I didn't see
Hey,
that.
guess who the coach is for Celtic? Our
Oh.
old coach.
What's his name?
Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah.
Hey, that man hasn't had a good time after.
But also his style of play, you can't go to Dortmund and wanna attack Dortmund or whatever. It's just you're inviting trouble,
That's very true.
Yeah, so
That's very true.
7-1.
Yeah,
How would you
they
rate
tried-
Rodgers as a coach?
Oh, yeah, that's a difficult question. But I think his man management is good.
Mm-hmm.
His tactical awareness as well is very good.
What's man management?
How he handles the players.
Okay.
Yeah,
His own players.
His own players.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
how he manages them so that they don't feel out of place. Even if they're sitting on the bench, he knows how to bring that chemistry. into the team.
Okay.
So I think he's good at that. He knows how to handle the media as well. But one thing I think that he forgets is that he's not coaching at Barcelona of 2015 or in Madrid or the current Madrid. The caliber of players that you have in your team should determine how you play. And what he does is he's got a very good style of play, but he forgets that those players cannot carry out that. It needs
the task that
it needs specific players. Like you see with Guardiola, he knows who to sign
That is
because
very
they
true.
fit the style of play.
Random signings.
Yeah, you can't just
Guardiola. Where did Guardiola come from?
Yeah.
And then you
Where
see
did
him
Guardiola
perform
come from?
because
Exactly.
they do this extensive research on what kind of player can fit into that style of play. And I think Rodgers does not have that.
Okay.
He has the right ideas, but not the right players. So he needs to adapt to this.
But is
to
that
this trick.
completely his fault then? Because you also get like scouting teams and so forth. You've got a whole managerial system. to set out
Resources.
Exactly. Is
Yeah,
that completely his fault?
yeah, it is to an extent because now you have you're right. You have a scouting network, right? As a manager, you have whatever player, the profile of player you're looking for.
Yes.
But the club that you're working for, can they afford those players that you want?
I mean, okay, fine. Not every single player plays exactly the same, right?
Of course not.
I've got in my head, fine, I've got Vinicius Junior. What's outstanding about Vinicius Junior?
I think it's his dribbling ability.
His dribbling ability, yes, and just
Pace.
his creativity in general.
Dribbling and pace.
Yeah, he's got
And
pace as
pace.
well.
Yes. Now, you're telling me you can't find any other player that's cheaper in the market right now that can dribble and that can run fast.
But what you can, but will they be the same as Vinicius?
We're not looking for Vinicius. We're
You're
just
not
looking for
fine.
someone that can fit our system right now.
No,
need
I
someone
get
who
what
can
you're saying.
run.
Someone who
I
can
need
fit
someone
this
who can-
system. Fine, you can find a player who can
Yes.
fit the system.
Mm.
But is that player going to be able to compete against the likes of Vinicius at that level?
Okay.
You get what I'm
also
saying?
valid point. That's a
Exactly.
valid
So
point.
you can find a player, but they'll not be at that level.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying losing 7-1, you can't expect your players. You might trust your players to say, I know these players can carry out this.
Mm.
But Dortmund has superior players in the same positions.
Yeah. That
Then
also
it
have
becomes
big
difficult.
jobs that they need to carry out. I
Exactly.
mean, you've got Karim Adeyemi with a hat trick.
And they were beautiful goals.
A kid.
All of them. A 19-year-old.
He's my age. And I'm sitting next to you. Like, I mean, no hate. I mean, I'm very happy to be on the podcast. But like,
You can't replace it.
Auditions next
Wait.
weekend.
It's slow down.
Hey boys, if you wanna be on the podcast, just-
Relax. I was just saying, we're the same age and now Champions League stage, busting out hat tricks. That stuff I used to dream about in
20-year-old,
primary school.
19, 20-year-old, yeah.
I need to get Calvin back. Ask Calvin, yo, let's pull some streets.
Yeah, maybe join his academy.
There's an academy.
No,
Okay.
we're not talking about that.
Next one. All right. We'll go back into City. All right. We've got 4-0.
Yeah, I think that was
Bratislava.
expected.
We expected that. I
We
expected.
expected that. Did Haaland score in that game?
Erling Haaland did score. 58 minutes.
And Foden as well.
Foden
I think it
scored.
was his first start of the
Gundogan
season.
scored.
Yeah, and he scored.
That's sad.
And then he started again this past weekend. So yeah,
Yeah.
good for him.
Hmm.
I'm happy. I like Foden. Better than Madison, to be honest. All right.
Madison catching strays constantly.
We got Barca as well.
Oh yes,
Barcelona.
5-0 against Young
Yeah, they
Boys.
came back from their loss in midweek, last weekend in the league
What was our prediction?
for Barcelona. I
Barcelona.
said 4-5, right? They won 5-0, right?
Yeah.
They
But
won
I
5-0,
said
yes.
4-0.
I remember 3-0. I'm not sure.
I said
who's-
4-0.
Yeah.
This guy said,
I said it was going to be tight.
He said it was gonna be tight.
Barca's like
and Calvin as well said it was going to be maybe 2-1 Barca.
Yeah.
But I said no. The rest of the best
They're
players.
taking
And,
it.
yeah, no, they showed that, you know what, they meant it. They meant it. And if they were playing against the young boys, man, that's abuse.
Yeah, we must get out.
Young Boys FC.
P. Diddy.
Vibes out here. Literally. You know what? Hey.
Hey, yo, guys.
Yeah. It's Young Boy.
Hey, next fixture. No?
Yeah, P. Diddy is not involved in this. I hope.
We've got Juventus versus Leipzig.
I didn't expect the scoreline.
Yeah, 3-2. It was a comeback as well. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a comeback
Yeah,
for
Juve. Juve played very well in
Mhm.
that game in Leipzig, where at home, so I expected them to actually do something.
Exactly.
But yeah, they started off well, but they fell off, man. And Juve, they've got some exciting young players, and they just took the game to them. And yeah, great results.
3-2. That's an exciting Champions League fixture.
Yeah.
I mean, can I pronounce these names? We'll move on from this.
Yes.
I know Vlahovic, right? Because I play FIFA.
Yeah.
I know because
Conceição.
I play FIFA.
Conceição. Yeah.
It's not Chow.
Conceição, bro.
It's not
I'm
Chow.
trying to get Hugo here. Hugo is Portuguese.
It's Portuguese.
Yeah.
And it's not Chow.
Conceição.
Okay.
Ciao.
Apparently.
Ciao.
I
Ciao
think
is
it's
Portuguese.
Ew.
Should I call Hugo?
You can spell Chow just now.
Ciao,
How
yeah.
do you spell ciao?
C-I. A.
Don't look to me.
You know, no, I'm not saying ciao now. We're not done. That's how you spell it. If you ever do Portuguese, yeah.
Ooh. Okay, we've got Benfica and Atletico.
Ooh, what a game!
Benfica 4-0.
What a game!
Oh, no.
PK,
There's
my boy Hugo called me up. Hey, Jay, watch the Atleti and Benfica game.
Yeah.
I'm like, Hugo, I'm sorry, but Liverpool is playing. I'm at Anfield, but I'll switch that side. And I switch to the other side. Beautiful game.
Yeah,
Totally
it was.
dominated Atleti. I was actually shocked because I watched Atleti against Madrid last week, and they dominated.
Exactly. Yeah.
They dominated Madrid. Yeah, and then Champions League. I'm thinking, you know what? At least they'll get something. They didn't even score, and Benfica played beautiful football.
penalties.
Like one thing I'm gonna mention about Benfica, they always produce players.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the smartest, well-run clubs in the world. They sign good players from a young age, and when they hit like 23, they sell them for millions.
So it's not their youth development program.
They do have it's their youth, but they also have a
They
nice
outsource.
network in what you call it, South America. Especially.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like your Darwin Nunes,
Mhm.
they got Darwin Nunes for like what, 10 million? They sold him for 65 million pounds to Liverpool.
I thought it was
€100
100.
million.
Yeah, I thought we bought it for like
No, pounds, when you
Oh,
convert
it's
it to
converted,
euros.
yes, yes.
Yeah, they
I'm looking at former Benfica players. We've got Ruben Diaz,
Ruben Diaz, yes.
Di Maria,
Di Maria.
David
Those are former
Luiz,
players. Luiz.
Edison, City goalkeeper, and
Jeez, they need some star
Yeah.
talent.
Dude.
David Luiz.
Yeah,
That was
he's
centre
also-
back of the decade.
Oh,
I remember.
please. So
Nah,
many
I'm-
mistakes in it, bro.
Yeah, Phil. You can't off the wall.
It was his hair that made him
David
look cool.
Luiz. I remember he scored some other free kick.
No,
in
you
the World Cup.
like beautiful free kicks.
Like
Good player as well.
halfway
Yeah.
back, for Brazil.
I mean,
Wow,
they've
they
always
need
produced
talent.
players, Benfica, and they sell them for ridiculous amounts of money, and that's how they make their money. They don't even care about winning Champions League, man. To be
No,
honest.
I mean, but now they ate Madrid Atletico 4-0.
Yeah.
I'd rub it in their face. Okay, let's go on to my prediction. The one I got right.
Oh my days.
The one I got right. You tell me what I got right. What did I get right?
I don't remember. That was
You don't
last
remember what I got right then
week.
what?
You said I'm an old man. I can't remember everything.
Okay, I'll remind you. Arsenal versus PSG. Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay.
What was the score I said it was going to be?
You
What
said.
if you looked at me dizzy?
Didn't you say like 3-0?
Please. I said 2-0 to Arsenal.
Actually, I'm gonna give you that.
Thank you.
yeah, I'll look into
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
I said it's gonna be a draw.
I back my man Arteta. Ever since he took City to
I'm
a
glad
draw.
you mentioned the manager Arteta. We're gonna get into that actually. I've got a question for you.
Okay, the
I've
tone
got a
dropped
question.
everything.
I've got a question for you.
Drop that tone.
Yeah.
Is your boy Arteta better than Unai Emery of Aston Villa?
Aston Villa, current Unai Emery. So Aston Villa. I think right now, what Unai Emery has managed to take, or where he's managed to take Aston Villa to now, which is the Champions League stage and managing to actually put in fireworks for the squad. I'll tip my hat off. Right? I'll tip my hat to it. But I think I need to see more for me to say he's better than Arteta, because I've seen Arteta pull off a masterclass multiple times. So I guess right now, if I had to say Unai Emery, it would be recency bias.
Okay, so you're still standing.
I'm
By
still
Arteta.
standing by Mikel Arteta.
What has Arteta won actually?
He's won what? FA Cup?
Has he won the FA?
Has he?
Yeah, he won like an FA Cup.
Yeah,
Community
Arsenal
Shield
won a
against-
cup 2 seasons ago.
This guy just mentioned Community Shield. You cannot.
You're acting like Community Shield is nothing.
How many teams play in the Community Shield?
Community, okay. Who participates in the Community Shield?
The
The
winners
winner
of the
Premier
league
League
and the
and
FA
the
Cup.
winner of the FA Cup.
Yeah, so
Two, like, you can't say that if you win the FA Cup and the Premier League that
it's
you're
a
rubbish team.
charity cup, man.
Yeah, but against two heavy opponents.
Heavy. Arsenal, heavy.
They've been taking us out of the top two for how long?
Us.
For how long?
Who's
Liverpool. Liverpool.
Yeah, we have 6 Champions League trophies. You're okay.
Yeah.
Or not.
Mind the you asking me about what Arsenal is, right?
But okay,
Arsenal-
Unai has won one. He won 3 back-to-back Europa Leagues, right? That's my man right there.
Okay.
The European Cup.
Okay, fair.
But
Yeah.
you know what?
Arteta has a FA Cup win in, when was it? 2019.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was why. Before
Wait.
my daughter was born. She can talk now and run,
She did talk
and he hasn't won anything else.
I see.
And if you compare the two teams as well, Arteta has the money to go buy who
He
he wants.
does. That's very true. That's why I was also.
You look at the Villa squad. I mean, Rodgers was making waves now. He's coming from the Championship.
Which is also why I tipped off my hat to Unai Emery as well, because he's taken the squad that he has right now
And just made them better.
and he's made them better.
And
And I
now,
can't take
here's
that.
another question. Why is Rodgers not in the England squad?
Actually, that's a
Somebody
question
please
that I don't.
explain that
But
to me.
to be fair, I think the whole of England is just heavy PR. But
Yeah.
personally, I think England is just heavy PR, and that's how they make their squads. Because after the Euros, man, I don't know how you didn't take it over, but hey, man, Spain was a quality team. Spain
Yes,
had a
Spain.
great run during the
Amazing.
Euros,
Amazing.
and again, I keep preaching this to you. I can beat Gareth Southgate in the game of chess. I can right now. Get us a chessboard right now. I would beat Gareth Southgate.
Because he doesn't know how to put his place together.
He has.
But he's not the coach anymore.
What? Yeah, now he's not. And I was. Thank
Then
you.
the guy that put him is just, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Dude, Foden has not started a single game prior to this weekend.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, he's in the England squad. But Rodgers has been performing, scoring goals, assisting.
It's true.
I mean, he would have more assists if, what's his name, Watkins could actually finish.
Can finish.
Yeah. But anyway, he's coming back. I think he's performing well. Now, one
Those
of
are
the
Villa
biggest-
players, right?
Pardon?
Those are Villa players, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All Villa players, yeah.
They're all Villa players, yeah. Now, back to the Champions League. Obviously, Liverpool won 2-0.
Hey.
Yeah, we're moving on. It's
Move
how
on.
it feels. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, Bayern Munich.
Bayern.
I remember you guys sitting here. Calvin was here. You were there. I know. Straight. It's going to be obvious.
I thought about it, but I did say 3-0 to Bayern.
Away from
3-0
home.
to Bayern.
Oh,
Yeah.
I even said it doesn't. You even said
I said
it matters. It matters, yeah.
matters.
But
At first, I was leaning towards it, and I was like, I think it might be like some form of draw or something. Because I was like, if we're playing at Villa Park,
yeah,
it
could
means
be.
something.
Yeah, it means something.
like we
But
a great game.
1-0.
1-0.
Aston Villa won.
With a great
Bayern Munich, no.
goal
Here's the
as
thing.
well.
Yeah, here's the thing. Aston Villa has 100% record against Bayern Munich.
What?
This is
Yeah.
their first game against each
How
other.
many
It's not the
games
first
played?
In 1982, Champions League final. Back
Yeah.
then it was known as the European Cup final.
Okay.
Schoolers.
Schoolers time, man.
Aston Villa beat Bayern Munich 1-0 in the final
Wow.
to win the Champions League, to win their only European Cup, which Arsenal does not have. Guys, Aston Villa has a Champions League.
That's actually insane. Actually, I can't believe that. I'll be
Same
so
score
honest.
line that we
I
saw
can't
last
believe
week.
that. Wow. They won 100% against Bayern Munich.
100%. And they've never conceded to Bayern.
That's crazy.
And the guy who scored, John Duran.
Duran.
Guys,
Great
what
finish.
do you think about the guy?
Fantastic
Do you think
finish.
he's currently the best striker in the world overall?
I mean,
You take he's like his overall general play
yes.
as a player, not just scoring goals. I know if we talk about scoring goals, we're looking at Joe Haaland, Lewandowski, Gyökeres of Sporting,
Yes.
but overall general play.
I think
Do you think he's currently one of the top players in the world?
I genuinely 100% think he's got a skill set. It's not just like a player that's a poacher. We're not talking about, okay, like, this nearly sounded like I was about to thrash like Harry Kane right now. But like, we can 100% agree that besides his like clutch moments, Harry Kane is a clinical poacher. And he's a great, he's great at what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right. as
Just
coach.
played for the wrong team.
Wrong team.
Tottenham. Oh, there was a stat I saw. Actually,
Yeah.
remember when Gareth Bale left to
Tottenham.
join Real Madrid?
Yeah.
While he was at Madrid, every single season he won a trophy. The only season that he didn't win anything after leaving Tottenham is the season he came back on loan.
Wow.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Tottenham is a filler club.
They are the Villa club, yo.
That's crazy.
He left. First season he was there, he won the league and they won Champions League and
You know
whatnot.
what?
Came back to Tottenham on loan. The only that season, it's the only season he didn't win anything.
I want to see Tottenham's uprise.
When?
I
When Jesus comes.
Great
Come on,
question.
man.
But it'll be nice.
Personally, I feel like John Duran should be starting ahead of Watkins for Aston Villa. I
Okay.
feel like he's a proper player. He links up play well, comes, drops deep, receives plays, and his finishing is clinical.
It is clinical.
One guy will
100%.
take
Put him
3
in a
shots on
box.
target, he's gonna get all 3 in back of the net. So I feel like it's him so far that I've seen. It's him, like top 5 strikers in the world at the moment. There's him, there's Haaland obviously, Gyökeres of Sporting, top player Lewandowski has started the season well as well.
Yeah.
And obviously, Harry Kane. Harry Kane is
Yeah.
consistent. If he's not scoring, he's assisting.
I mean, quite frankly, recently, right? I'm not your top 5, fine, but in Inter's latest, I think it was the latest. I'm not entirely sure if it was a Serie A fixture or if it was a Champions League fixture, but we're forgetting about a man named Romelu Lukaku.
Lukaku is reborn.
He's
And
reborn.
Lukaku only scores well, or plays well when he plays under, what's his name?
Mourinho.
Antonio Conte.
Conte.
Oh yes, he's at Napoli
yes.
now. He didn't know that was a Napoli, yeah. Okay, we're gonna let him process while I talk about Lukaku. And another player that we can actually talk about, Porto. Porto have a player called Omorodion. Yeah, he's a striker, bulky guy as well. He's a Spanish guy, but yeah, with Nigerian
Decent.
descent. Yeah, brilliant player as well. He bullied Man United in the Europa. But then again, we're not going to talk about Europa League. We don't stay up on a Thursday night
No.
to watch Europa and Conference League. We've got better things to do.
Yeah.
Sorry, United fan. Actually, I'm not really sorry.
It's their time.
Yeah, it's your time, guys. Enjoy it. Next year, it's not even Conference League. 14th on the log at the moment.
That's
Yo,
playing
bro.
rugby.
Yeah, he is at Napoli, and he's banging in goals there as well.
I saw a stat recently, and I was just like,
When last did I see anything positive about Lukaku?
Wait, so he's there with McTominay.
Yeah,
yeah, with McTominay.
And they
I saw
actually-
and they both scoring goals.
playing
that side.
beautiful football.
Yeah, I saw
Wow.
Scotty as well.
And De Gea
Yeah.
saved 2 penalties yesterday
Mm-hmm.
to help Fiorentina beat AC Milan. Yes!
Yeah,
And that's not the first penalty saved, actually. He saved quite a few penalties
for
recently
Fiorentina.
for Fiorentina.
What's interesting is all 3 of those are former United players.
And United is struggling in those positions as well.
Yeah.
In
Crazy.
midfield, there are Bruno's getting red cards every game. Up top, they've got strikers that can't finish. And then you've got a goalkeeper that wins player of the month.
Yeah.
If your keeper is winning player of the month,
That means
then
you
there's
guys.
something wrong.
Yeah.
That is very true. Yeah, your keepers been playing. Yeah,
You've got
no.
midfielders, defenders, and strikers.
Exactly.
And your keeper is the one winning player of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know the team is shaky at the back. You know? But anyway, I'm not touching on to that. Those are Europa League teams. You're not really going to get And then last week we had the MTN 8
Fine.
final. Chiefs, not Chiefs, sorry.
Pirates.
And
Stellenbosch.
Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch scored first. Pirates came back and won the game 3-1. There was some controversy as well.
What is the controversy?
There was a foul.
The
foul
free
happened-
kick.
The foul happened here. The free kick was taken there in Limpopo.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a mess.
So wait, like the guy picked up the ball
No,
and he walked away and he's like, "I'm gonna take it here."
No.
Or what happened? Was it red?
No, so the foul happened, but the ball rolled on.
yeah.
And then the Pirates player picked it up from where it rolled to and took the free kick there.
And then they went on and scored.
Guys, I'm sorry. Let's not make sure,
It
guys.
goes back to that conversation we had last week about the
amateur
level of
race
yeah.
in South African professional football. It's disappointing. And if it happens in a final, but you know what?
A final.
Let's not take away anything from Pirates. Pirates,
Brilliant
I think
performance.
currently
Brilliant.
they are the
performance.
best team in South Africa when it comes to cup games. They are the kings of cups in South Africa. They've won the Nedbank Cup. They've won the MTN 8. I think this is back to back now. Nedbank Cup
crazy.
as well, same thing.
Okay,
If there's one team you don't want to play against in the final currently in South Africa, is Orlando Pirates. And they'll let you score first. It's like, ladies first. And then they'll come after you. So Pirates, well done guys. Congrats on your win.
But
But yeah, man, guys, the refs can be helping you. You need to fix
but
that.
then if it wasn't that goal, it would have been 2-1 anyway.
hey, Mufokeng's goal though.
I saw that actually. I saw
You know
a clip
what?
of that one.
The coach should be begging that boy not to go. Because I think some teams will come and say, you
Yeah.
know what? I want to take this boy overseas.
Yeah, I saw a clip of it from someone's mother, like her status.
What
I
are
was
you
like,
doing?
Everything
Yeah,
about that was just wrong.
But I was,
Let me not talk. I'm not going to comment on that.
I saw these status and I was like, oh, forget she's going on. I was like, let's see the highlight. Like juking players, going around keeper. I was like, we can do that.
That's why I
We can do
said last week he's in the top 5
Yeah.
of the best players in SA currently. So yeah, he's really good.
He needs to bulk up though.
He does. If you want to compete in Europe,
He needs to
especially,
bulk up.
Premier League and any top 5 league in the world, I think he needs to put on some meat, man.
Yeah.
Send him to Saudi.
No, they will never see him.
It's done.
You will just see YouTube videos. Oh, Mofokeng scored. Oh, okay,
But
nice.
now he's got bread. Don't you want our place?
But he's still young though.
Yeah.
He can make bread. You can put bread on the table later on, man. He's still putting bread on the table now. Come on. Now, exciting news.
Yeah.
Paul Pogba.
Reduced ban.
He's
Reduced
back next
ban.
year. I think March.
March.
That's
He's
when he
coming
can play.
back in
He can
March.
start training in Jan.
Start
And then
training in Jan, playing in
Play in
March.
matches or in March. My guy. What a player. Lovely player to watch.
Is that still the
Amazing.
same player that we're gonna see though?
You know
When it comes
what?
back, it's been
I
a
think
while.
he is. And I feel that Juventus need him. And
Yeah.
more than that, France needs Pogba. Because since Pogba has not played for the past like 2 years, I think, France has not been the same team.
They had to call Ngolo
They had
back.
they had to call Ngolo from Saudi,
That's true.
where he was riding one of these animals.
Camels.
Yeah. He was like, guys, I'm busy here. Yeah, he's out here. He's like, no, guys, I'm busy. I know that we need you. Pogba is not around.
And Pogba's 31 years old,
He's 31,
so he
yeah.
still has a good
Still
5,
like
6
4
years.
or 5 years to go. So I'm happy, man. Pogba is just one of those players that are technically gifted.
Yes.
He
And
plays
he's got
like
great
he
ball
was.
IQ.
Yeah.
Great ball, like.
The passes to Mbappe. Mbappe hasn't been scoring for France because he's not getting the assistance
That is true.
from
He's
the
not-
midfield.
He's not being fed anymore.
Yeah, because Pogba put it into space and Mbappe ran over it to goal. So I'm happy. I'm happy Pogba is back. I'm happy he doesn't play for United anymore. I'm just happy we can watch Pogba again next year.
I'm also
Yeah.
excited to see what.
Beautiful player to watch. Beautiful
Because-
player.
All of this because he accidentally ingested some doping products
That I didn't even know.
that he didn't know about. But okay, fine. Even if he didn't know about it, surely what do you say about like your medical team there? How is your medical team feeding you doping things? And it's just like a whoopsie.
But I think, remember, these guys also have private lives. Maybe he felt sick one day. He's like, let me just go buy something at the pharmacy. Not knowing that it was a banned substance.
Which is fair.
So yeah, but I'm just happy he's back.
I'm
Can't wait to
excited.
watch him again.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna
Yeah.
make Juve 3 times, 4 times better than they are at the moment.
definitely.
So yeah. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this. I was at a tournament with my academy team this weekend
Okay.
in Azadville. So Azadville is an Indian area. It's got a lot of Indian guys and Indian people. So they organized a tournament. They invited my boys. My boys were there. And what I saw there actually shocked me. In South Africa, or in the world generally, apart from India, obviously, we have there were a lot of players of Indian descent, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That can play football. Like I saw a lot of young boys that can play football.
Yeah.
Then I wonder, like, why don't we have any players of Indian backgrounds
At
playing
the
in the
top.
professional league? Especially here in South Africa. Or in the world generally. I don't know anyone.
Indian.
Here's the thing, alright? Okay. This is
Are they doing businesses?
I was just gonna say, when personally from what I've observed from like my friendships and so forth,
Yeah.
right? When you've got people of like Indian descent and whatnot, sporting is never the end goal, especially with the families that they come from. In my generation specifically, their parents and whatnot are very much like, listen, bro, you're doing great in school. Become a doctor. What do you mean you're good at football? You're also good at studying. Study. You know? So that's how I was.
So you think that's the reason why?
I personally
And
think
also,
it's
I
just
feel that also with our brothers with the Indian background, they focus more on passing on their businesses
Yeah.
to the kids. So when the
Exactly.
kids hits 18, they're like, okay, you're gonna take over the business.
Exactly.
I'm moving on to the next big thing. But when you play like indoor soccer, you play against these guys.
And
Those
it's
guys
always-
are
it's
technically
either they're
give-
Technical
Yo.
ability is
Yo.
up there. They
That's
will
so
destroy you. But
Yeah.
you don't see them.
It's either
No.
they're absolutely amazing or they're absolutely
Rubbish.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it's never in between.
it's never
Never in
in
between.
between. So yeah, I saw that and it was beautiful for me to see it. But I just wondered, why don't we have more of them in the higher ranks? South Africa, do something. Maybe try convince them. We might have a stronger Bafana. You never know.
Yeah.
You know.
That's
And
true.
now I will touch on my under 11 boys, right? And also I wanted to touch on the support system. I think us as Africans, we need to do better, guys, when it comes to supporting our kids.
Do.
Okay.
average kids.
You know? No, I'm just saying in general. I'm
Okay,
talking
yes,
to
it's
them.
how-
Your black parents included.
Yes.
Okay, yes,
Okay?
yes, yes.
I'm talking to them. Not you, them, with the kids watching this.
Yes,
Right? All these boys that I mentioned now, the Indian Brotherhood, all the parents were there, grandmother, granddad, and uncles and what, watching one kid play, right?
Wow.
They're all there to support the kids.
Wow.
My brothers, my African brothers, guys, you drop off your kid and then you go.
And drink.
And then you call me, hey coach, what time are the kids finishing? I'm like, where are you? Like, I'm at home. I'm like, you could be here. You know?
That's fair.
It's sad. It's sad to see that. And every other race, they were all there supporting the kids. We even had a team from Durban that came. And the parents were there. I saw the grandmothers were there. I'm like, you see, they didn't just send the kids like, go with your coach.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of our local teams from like Soweto. It's the coach and the players sitting together. There's no parents.
Jeez.
You understand?
Mm.
On Sunday it was better because we had the younger boys. And I must say, credit to the team from my parents' side. The kids were there and the parents were there.
Mm-hmm.
We had a nice gazebo which one of the parents pitched there.
Yeah.
And it was nice to see all the parents supporting. I'm like, why can't we have this every time?
Yeah, I agree.
So my brothers, please, let's do better.
That's even, it's reminding me of like back when I was, back in my times, you know, when I was still a prodigy, up for the ranks of Mamelodi Sundowns, you know.
Which one? The
Super
one
Sport
from
United. I'm not going to listen to whatever comment you're about to have now.
Okay.
But yeah, I actually completely agree with that. I completely agree with that.
No, it's very important, man. It's important. But anyway,
You know what else is important? You guys subscribing, liking, and commenting on this video and all of our other videos that we posted in the past, right? And we are getting more active on our social media, but we're not seeing the feedback. We're not getting
engage with us,
we want
guys.
to engage, and that's personally what I wanted to start this.
Yeah, but now it's like you're fighting.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll say it better now. Please subscribe, like,
Yeah.
and share with your friends.
Yeah. Now you also fight.
You also
And comment in the section, man.
Yeah.
But no, man, it's been a pleasure.
Always.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys next week. We're probably gonna have something different.
Ooh, yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Actually, yeah, we might just choose you to be part of it.
Hey now.
But you need to comment and share first.
You see, now we're not fighting. Yes. But either way, that has been BK and
JJ. But before we sign out, I just want to address my dress code. All right. My wife picked this for me. She said that she was confused regarding the weather. She didn't know if it was summer, winter. So I got my shoes on, like I'm going to the gym apparently, and but this is beautiful Chinese.
That's a beautiful shirt.
It's a beautiful Chinese.
That's a beautiful shirt.
And I decided to show off my legs as well. Like, you know, people usually say, I've never seen your legs. I'm like, yeah, there's a reason why. Beautiful legs. But she picked this. She wanted to see me on TV dressed like this. So yeah, don't be surprised. Alright. I'm done. Again. It's been a pleasure. So this is JJ and this guy signing out.